There is no more valuable a person when doing equitable distribution or doing the division of assets and liabilities than the other spouse.
If you think that your spouse is doing this on purpose, you need to become your own sleuth. It is a question of digging deep and going around the house and pulling out records and keeping your eyes and ears open.
Because they know that person, they know their behaviors, and they know typically what they'll tend to do in those situations with their finances.
People who come into me and they tell me, oh, he's been spending a lot of money, oh, she's been spending a lot of money, and it needs to be quantified. I've won cases based on showing someone asks for $20,000 a month in alimony. Well, you go and you look at what they have spent over the last year prior to filing, and you see that the standard of living was actually much less. Or you go back 2 years and you see that the person was spending more money because they were going to be going to court. Or you can make the opposite argument that the party earning the money cut back. You need an accountant who's going to go to court, a forensic accountant who's familiar with the language, someone who's familiar with the valuation of businesses, someone who's familiar with ferreting out the dissipation of assets to see if somebody has been stealing, somebody has been secreting assets. I use different forensic accountants based on what I believe their strengths are.
We employ the appropriate people. We are lawyers. We're not accountants. And there are people and accountants who are specifically gifted at doing this.
When there are things that you are worried about, when there are issues, assets disappearing, expenditures showing up, debts, business, and a change in income, somebody all of a sudden they're not making any money and then they file for divorce, or you're worried that that's what they're doing, they're divorce planning in order to make sure that they're in no position to pay you alimony, these are things you need to come in and talk to a lawyer about.